What's up, and welcome to Double Crown Talk Time. My name's Richard.
And I'm Matt.
And on this show, we talk.
To each other.
Yeah,
usually.
basically. So the first two episodes that we're going to do are going to be little kind of like interviews with each other. So we can give you an idea of, who we are, why we like the games we like, why I hate most games.
Basically, whether or not you should give a shit about what we say.
Yeah.
And maybe find out something about our personal lives.
Ooh,
maybe.
But yeah, so that's what we're gonna do for the first two episodes. So this is the Double Crown Talk Time special hour. Otherwise, we're gonna be talking about the games industry, different games that come out, maybe just different things like that. So while I'm sure there's going to be plenty of stuff for us to talk about, if you, the viewer, have any ideas of what you want us to talk about, if you're curious of what we think, throw it in the comments. Let us know. We're more than happy to take those questions and then apply them to the Double Crown Talk Time, not special hour.
Not saying your questions aren't special, but we're a little more special.
Yeah. Also, I fucked up this intro and forgot to tell you all of this information when we actually rolled. So, I guess that's pretty much it. Subscribe to the channel if you like it. Give us a comment if you did or didn't like it, and a question, and a thumbs up, or a thumbs down, or pretty much anything you want. Let's get to the video, shall we? Let's just jump in.
Sure.
What we're going to talk about is himself.
That's me.
His history with gaming, what he likes, what he doesn't like, why he likes what he doesn't like. Or, well, that doesn't make sense. Why he doesn't like what he doesn't like.
That makes more sense.
Yeah. And maybe what he gets into when he's not playing the old video games. So, do you have anything before we begin?
These are my things.
Those are his things. Those are some decorations that we pulled from around the room to make it look fancy. As fancy as we could. Mm-hmm. So, you ready to jump in?
I'm so
You
ready.
wrote these questions, so you know what you're getting yourself into. Well, we'll just start off with this, and then we'll just let it kind of go from there. What got you into video games, Matt? And at what age did you get into video games?
I don't remember quite what age. I was young. I was pretty young.
4.
Not that young. Maybe a little bit older. Like
2.
5. 2 is not older than 4. In
2.5.
this universe. But anyways.
So you're 5. Your sister
around there.
brought home an Xbox.
Yeah, and she brought home an Xbox One, and I was like, what? This is future.
Secret, we're 4 years old.
We were grown in a lab just 2 years ago.
So.
Anyways, my aunt plays a lot of video games, and every time I would go visit my grandparents, we would go over to her house, and she would be playing an N64 game of something or other, probably Zelda, Ocarina of Time, classic.
Okay.
And I just thought it looked so cool that I begged my parents for an N64 for like 2 years straight. And one Christmas I got it with Star Wars Rogue Squadron and Toy Story 2. Both really good games. Let me just tell you, Toy Story 2, super underrated on the N64.
Yeah.
I played the hell out of that game. Got every single Pizza Planet token. Ladies.
Yeah.
Rogue Squadron was really fun. Started an even deeper obsession with Star Wars.
So you liked Star Wars before then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Same aunt watched Return of the Jedi,
Okay.
which probably shouldn't have started with that one, but I did.
Is that the third one?
Yeah.
It's the best one.
I mean, someone would say that.
It's the Ewoks.
Ewoks. Yeah,
Wicket. Wicket King.
What's that guy's name? The guy who played Wicket.
I don't know.
He's in that movie about magic. And,
The Gathering. Harry Potter.
Starts with an M. That's going to bother me.
I don't know.
Oh, well. Doesn't matter. He's a cool guy.
Wicket. Best movie.
But yeah, that's pretty much how it started.
Okay. So your first console was an N64.
Correct.
Did you play games before that? Did you have? I mean, so for those of you that don't know, Matt grew up in the woods. Like he grew up in a tree house in the woods. He had no neighbors.
My best friend was a bear.
Yeah.
Actually, like,
this bear was Matt's best friend growing up.
Jokes aside, there was a pack of coyote that our house was a stop on their migration pattern. So once a month,
You would go play in the snow with them?
no, there would just be a shitload of coyotes outside,
Okay.
and my dog would actually play with them.
Okay.
You would like hear them run around the house, just being like, yip, yip.
Ranger?
Yeah.
Yeah, good ranger.
Good ranger.
So yeah, but did you play games?
A little bit here and there. Like N64 was probably the first thing that I played.
Okay. So you didn't play like NES?
I had a friend that had
or-
a Super Nintendo.
Okay.
That I played Mario on, which
Super Mario World? Do you remember? Do you have the cape?
it was
Just spin?
Super Mario World and Super Mario Brothers 3.
Okay, so it was the first like HD collection. It was Super Mario All Stars. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good. That's a good cartridge.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun. I'm terrible at Mario, still am.
It's gross.
Yeah, I can't do platformers. I'm really bad at them.
Yeah. Jump. It's hard.
Just jump and go right.
Yeah. Well, that's because you started your gaming history with Rogue Squadron.
That's true.
And then you're like, oh, I don't know how to jump. I just shoot.
I had other friends that had like Sega consoles. So
Sega Master Race.
Yeah, I was more of a Sonic person
Yeah, dude.
than
Sonic,
Mario.
Sonic was good.
I just wanted to go fast, man.
Gotta go fast.
I didn't want these accurate
Gotta
jumps.
go fast. Yeah.
I just wanted to go
And
forever.
then bounce off all the like.
Yeah, dude.
things.
If I could tell what was happening on screen, I didn't like it, which is opposite of now.
Well, unless you're playing Borderlands.
Yeah.
That's a
Then I
disaster.
just want a lot of colors.
Yeah.
Everything's green and red and purple. And
So moving on from there, kind of where did you go? So you got your N64, you got Toy Story 2 and Rogue Squadron. I mean, what's after that, you know? Because now, for those of you that don't know, we're PlayStation guys. So clearly,
correct.
you know, you didn't just like
something happened.
You didn't get a PS3. You didn't just play N64 for the next 10 years and then be like, oh, I'm gonna get a PS3 now.
Well, I got the N64 pretty late in the cycle.
Okay.
I think like 98
Okay.
is when I got it. So I played a lot of N64 games, all the classics, whatnot, the expansion pack.
Perfect Dark.
Games. Yeah.
And
Perfect Dark was fun.
This 007.
I actually never owned
Your
GoldenEye.
Super Smash Brothers.
Did have that.
Super Mario Kart.
Yes.
Your Mario
Zeldas.
64.
Is it both of them?
Bomberman 64.
None of that.
Mystic Quest 64.
You were getting more and more obscure.
Power Stone 64.
No,
I don't think
there was
that's-
a game where you could play as little robot animals. Mm-hmm. I don't remember what it was called.
Robo Farm.
I think it was called Silicon Valley.
It's called Robo Farm. I'm making that up.
It's like I don't think so. I think I remember. But yeah, after the N64, saved up all of my allowance money from doing chores for like, I don't know, 8 months.
8 years.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how long 8 months is when you're that young.
Yeah.
But yeah, bought a GameCube. That was a whole bundle of fun.
Okay.
But and ended up buying 3 GameCubes because the lasers kept dying.
Okay. I thought you were gonna
at
say
the
I
same
just bought
time-
3 GameCubes.
I was like, I want one for my upstairs
I want
TV.
the purple one, the gray one, and the yellow
I had
one.
the silver all the way.
Silver. There. Okay.
So, everyone was silver.
All right. Okay. No purple. No OG purple. All right.
I didn't want that.
Okay.
But that was a good console. I liked the controller. It was weird, but it was fine. There were a lot of pretty good games on it. Metroid Prime series, probably my favorite of there.
That's the first-person shooter one, right?
It was single stick, so it was a little awkward, but
Yeah.
there was a lock on, so it was fine for any time you had to do anything. But it was very explory.
So more
was fun.
first-person shooters. It's kind of the path we're going. Well, what else did you play? So you got your Mario Kart Double Dash. Is that on
I actually stopped playing Mario Kart after the 64.
Super Mario Brothers Melee?
Played that a little
Smash Melee, not Mario Brothers Melee.
bit. That was fine. It was a
Best
fun
game, best first-party Nintendo game of all time. Star Fox Explorer, Star Fox Adventures. Star Fox.
Is that the one with the dinosaurs?
Yes.
and you like smack the shit out of dinosaurs all the time.
Yeah.
Didn't play that.
Okay. Well, you fucked up.
I owned a subscription to Nintendo Power.
You looked at
and
pictures.
I still didn't play that game.
I mean, anything else? Did you just buy it and like play Metroid Prime and that's it?
No, there were a lot of games
Okay, well,
that I played on GameCube. Unfortunately, I don't remember most of them.
All right, well.
There was a cool pawn shop close to my house that...
Okay. I think you told me about this, yeah.
Yeah, I could buy like relatively new games for like $5.
Yeah.
That's how I played the Resident Evil remakes.
That's what we talked about, yeah. The Resident Evil 0.
Resident Evil 0 and the remake of the first game.
Did you like that?
Yeah, they were good. They controlled well on the GameCube. It's hard to like mess that up because they're all like pre-rendered stuff. But,
Sure.
those were fun. A lot of games that Soul Calibur 2. That was a good one. That's probably the only fighting game I've ever enjoyed.
I think I played that one. I'd have to look. I've looked this up before because when we've talked about fighting games, I think 2 was the one I played. I played it on PlayStation 2 though, and I believe
the secret character was Heihachi.
Yes, and yours was Yoda.
Link.
Oh, duh. Yeah, it was Link.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Yoda.
Was Soul Calibur 3.
Yeah, and that was on Xbox.
You were either Yoda or Darth Vader.
Yep. Okay.
Pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
But after that, like the Wii came out, I was not feeling it at all. So I got a PS2, like super late in the PS2
Okay, I was like,
cycle.
is that the right one?
Because my friend Cody had a PS2, and
hashtag code.
I would go over to his house, and he would be playing Metal Gear, and I'd be like, "This game looks super awesome. I wish I could play it." And
Sure.
he would let me play it, but he would always tell me to like jump off railings and shit. So I would die and get like mad and just be like, I don't want to play anymore. But got a PS2.
Well, hold up, because you're forgetting something then.
What?
Because you already have. So you're playing. Maybe I'm wrong. You have your PS2.
Correct.
Because you played Metal Gear Solid 2 at Cody's.
Correct.
But your first Metal Gear game was Twin Snakes on the GameCube.
Correct.
Are you going in the right timeline here? Do you go back to the GameCube? Is my question. Because we've got Solid Snake sitting here.
I didn't own a PS2 whenever. Oh, not until like Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence came out. Okay. I think I bought a PS2 for that game.
Okay, but but you glossed over your boy Snake. Or did you play this way later in the game? This is why we need coffee before we do this in the future.
I don't remember where Twin Snakes fit in.
Okay.
I probably
did you just pick it up, or did you play it with Cody first?
I had seen him play Metal Gear Solid 2 and make fun of it a whole lot. And I was like, this game looks interesting. Okay. I would play this.
Okay.
Forgot about it.
Okay.
Saw Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes. I was like, I know that title. I want this.
And you bought it.
I bought it.
And this is pre-PS2.
Correct.
Okay.
But everybody forgets about Twin Snakes, so who cares?
I mean, you got the lesser version.
I don't know. The cutscenes were pretty cool.
You got the lesser version.
They were slow-mo.
They were lesser version. Dude. Anyways, moving forward. So, I just wanted to make sure that we clarified that. Because, again, we have Solid Snake sitting here, and you were just going to be like, yeah, and Metal Gear Solid 4 is my favorite game of all time. I've never played the other ones. That's how that would have that's how that would have came out. So, anyways, you get your PS2.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
For, you said probably Metal Gear Solid 3?
I think it was Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence.
Okay.
So, which came out a year after 3, I think. Maybe.
That sounds about right.
It was something like that. I got it for that, and I was like, whoa, you can move the camera. This is cool. Mm-hmm. Made the game really easy.
Yeah.
I mean, well, not really easy, but easier than Metal Gear Solid 3, where you couldn't move the camera.
No, I never played any of the secondary releases.
They're the way to go.
Nah.
Typically.
No, I don't think so.
It's like the director's cut.
You got to go OG, or don't go at all.
You rent those.
Play it when it comes out. Be a real fan.
No. Don't like anything.
No.
Say things are mediocre if you think they're fantastic.
Yeah. Mediocre at best. Everything.
That's how you do it.
So you got this PS2, and you go home and you're like, I know what I'm gonna get.
Well,
Shadow Hearts.
no.
All right.
What I did was I borrowed most of Cody's games.
Okay.
That he was done
Not
with.
a bad idea.
Yeah. So I played games like Giant Citizen Kabuto, which is
I have
really
no idea,
funny.
No idea
really
what
fun.
that is. Yeah.
I actually have no idea who made it. It's pretty good. Played Eternal Ring, which I thought was terrible. Find out like 10 years later that it was made by From Software,
There you go.
famous for Dark Souls, Demon Souls, and Bloodborne now. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh,
That makes total sense.
Kingsfield, man. OG. Kingsfield.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I know. I'm just playing. You should go back and play them sometime. They're terrible.
Are they like Eternal Ring?
Well, I
weird?
don't. I'll have to look. Eternal Ring. I had my dad bought Kingsfield. Not when we do me.
Okay.
I'll go into Kingsfield a little bit because that game gave me nightmares.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
But yeah, I actually didn't buy very many games on my PS2.
See, yeah, same way. Like my PS2 era, I had a lot of PS2s similar. The laser kept dying, so I probably went through like 5 or 6 PS2s. Like I think I got one, maybe not at launch, but pretty close to launch. And I played Metal Gear Solid 2 and Ratchet and Clank. Was that even? Yeah, Ratchet and Clank was on PS2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
That's it.
Shadow Hearts, and I can't remember much else. Final Fantasy X.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Final Fantasy X 2. I mean, we'll go. I'll
Yeah, we'll delve into this
later
for reals.
when we're on top of me.
But yeah, I don't remember a whole lot of PS2 era stuff. I just remember I was playing games and I was having a blast.
And you were also late, so there was no like hype. It was just kind of like what you found you played, I assume. You know what I mean?
Because like I didn't have a subscription to like PlayStation Magazine. I think I had EGM at this point.
Okay.
I think.
So
Rest in
jealous.
peace.
I never had any magazine subscriptions. My mom wouldn't let me. It was sad.
I would with Nintendo Power. It was neat because you would get like game guides, which is how I got really good at Mario Kart 64.
Okay.
Perfected all those shortcuts.
There you go.
Even the one on Rainbow Road where you skip half the race. Can't do that anymore. But at one point,
Yeah.
I was awesome. Well, yeah, EGM didn't do that, but they had comics at the back, so I thought it was pretty neat.
There you go. Yeah.
But then it was so late in the cycle that the PS3 came out, like, I think 2 years later.
Yeah. So you would have gotten it 2004.
No, 2006.
PS3 came out in 2006.
Yeah.
So you would have gotten your PS2 in 2004.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what you meant.
That's math.
Yes.
Sorry.
Math,
Bad.
not my forte.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I got a PS3 at launch. Well, a month after launch. I got it for Christmas. So paid $600 for the 80 gig.
Yeah.
That was fun. I thought it was totally worth it. It was great. Oh, I forgot all about Time Splitters on the PS2.
Oh,
Those games were cool.
that's all.
Yeah.
Those games are cool.
Back to PS3.
That's all I have to say.
PS3. How
This is
many
when
of
the
those?
memories start.
Yeah.
You had 3 PS3s.
Yeah.
Yep.
The first one.
No. 3 or 2?
3.
You sure?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right.
The first one, I had the launch PS3.
Yellow Light of Death.
Uh-huh.
Then you bought
the thermal paste cracked on the GPU.
Uh-huh.
Sold it to someone who now fixes it every 6 months.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. He's a good guy. He does it and tells me every time he does it. He's like, okay, man, still trucking along.
Yeah.
But the slim one, that lasted a couple years. Then I think it was dropped like 3 or 4 times, and finally just
No, that was the one with the power supply. I remember because you kept trying to resolder it at the at the apartment we had. before you bought the like final gen PS3.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. Because you were soldering it and it kept coming apart. And
I don't remember doing that, but
I remember you soldering it in your bedroom and getting really mad because it would like work for 2 weeks and then not work again. You'd resolder it, and then you were like, "I'm just going to replace the power supply," and it was expensive. It was like $90, and I was like, "You can get a new one for like $250," and you're like, "Okay."
I think I sold that one to somebody at a repair shop or whatever. Cool stuff.
Yeah.
Then I bought the
Steel
final. Yeah. I bought the final one. It's still trucking along.
Yeah.
You were playing.
Nope. I bought a game on it. I haven't played it yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's currently in Richard's possession, but I'm assuming it's going to last forever.
And by possession, he means it's going from right there to right over there.
As of time of recording.
Yes.
Figure out how our room is laid out. Make a map.
Good luck.
I dare you. But yeah, PS4 came out. You bought one before me because I had $0.
And I bought one like a week after launch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they were selling out. Quack.
Yeah. I waited a year.
You were also in Seattle.
Yeah.
So.
Which is why I had $0.
Yeah.
But yeah, bought a PS4 for my birthday the year after it came out.
The White Destiny edition.
Yeah. Thanks, Destiny, for getting me the white PS4.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now here we are.
That's it?
Having fun.
There's nothing
on PS4 worth mentioning.
Okay.
To be honest.
Really?
Just kidding. There's a lot of good stuff out. Namely, Bloodborne.
Bloodborne's a really good game.
Bloodborne is Game of the Year 2015.
So, Bloodborne's Game of the Year 2015. You talk about Eternal Ring. So we know that you got into video games because N64. You got one.
Correct.
So, moving on. And we touched on this a little bit, but going by your questions here. Favorite game series of your youth? And has that changed? Of course it's changed. We touched on that.
It's changed a lot.
But what are your favorite game series now? And why? Go.
Currently?
Yeah.
My game series currently.
Yeah.
Still Metal Gear.
Okay. Well, let's talk about that then. Let's let you.
I was upset
when
at the end of 5.
No, I'm not. Well, let's.
Oh, okay.
Take a second. Let's go back. You played 2 Twin Snakes on your cube box.
Yeah, my cube.
You played 3 Subsistence on your PlayStation 2. You played 4 on the PlayStation.
I played 2 after 3.
Okay. Have you ever played 1?
No. Yes.
Have you ever?
Not all the way through.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I mean, after playing Twin Snakes,
you shouldn't admit that to anyone ever.
I mean, I don't give a shit. Fucking fight me.
Well, Twin Snakes has one on it, right? Does it have one on it?
No.
No.
Because it is 1.
Oh. When? I don't know.
Twin Snakes, it's difficult to go back to 1 because Twin Snakes made parts of the game a lot easier because you could aim in first person.
That's right.
And you can peek
I'm remembering
around
now.
corners.
I'm thinking, so it would Twin Snakes, I keep thinking of 2 Subsistence.
Oh, yeah.
3 was something else, not Subsistence.
Was it no
Substance?
3
2 Substance? 3
2
Subsistence?
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember 3 was something about eating, and I was like, oh, that's clever.
Oh, eat a rat. Okay, so all right, that's where I was getting confused.
Gotcha. Same page now.
Yeah, because I played them on their home console.
Yeah.
Because of
the intended platform.
Yeah, I had a demo disc that accidentally got me into Metal Gear.
That's right. We'll get into that.
We're just dropping little hints. So you played 2.
Yes.
You played 3.
Yes.
Then 2.
Mm-hmm.
Then 1. Did you play them in reverse?
No.
Twin Snakes.
Twin Snakes.
3, 2, 4, 5. Peace Walker 5.
Peace Walker 5.
Where's Metal Gear Acid and Acid 2?
In the garbage.
All right.
That's where they are.
So let's talk about that then. Because you played 1 first. We'll just call Twin Snakes 1.
Yeah, the Silicon Knights version
Yes.
of Metal Gear Solid 1.
You played that first.
Correct.
After you played, I just want to make sure I got the timeline right. After you saw it on PS2 at Cody's.
Correct.
Okay. Then you
Your
got
Honor.
a PS2. Huh?
Correct, Your Honor.
Okay. Then you got a PS2.
Uh-huh.
And played 3 Subsistence. Mm-hmm. Then you played 2 Substance.
No, just base game 2.
Just regular 2 on PS2.
Correct.
And then the rest is in order.
Correct.
Your Honor.
So yeah, Twin Snakes, I had played Eternal Darkness, Sania's Requiem.
Sure.
Fantastic game. Silicon Knights. So I saw Twin Snakes. I was like, oh, Metal Gear looks familiar. Saw it was made by Silicon Knights. I was like, I'm in. I'm in all the way.
So even at a young age, you cared about developers.
Yeah.
Okay.
I knew who I would recognize.
Okay.
Because, like, I mean, rare games
Yeah.
from the N64 era. It's like, okay, this is probably going to be fantastic.
Okay.
9 times out of 10 it was.
That damn Banjo-Kazooie ruined everything, though.
Ruined everything.
Dropped it down that one point.
Nah, that's one of my favorite series.
Okay, so let's write that. I'm not writing it, but
Let's write that in my brain memory
Yep.
for a second here. Yeah, back to Metal Gear. Bought Twin Snakes because Silicon Knights made it. And then in the first cutscene, I was like, "This is crazy. This is so cool. This is like an action movie. I feel like Tom Cruise right now." And it just kind of like went from there. I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm having a blast. People are looking for me. There's footprints in the snow.
huh? What was that noise?
A hindy. I don't even know what that is. I'm assuming it's this helicopter.
Heinz.
But then I played through it and I was just like, this game is the craziest thing that's ever happened.
Yeah. It was a good, crazy adventure, man.
And then, like, every single Metal Gear has had moments where it's just like, this is way too emotional. I cannot handle this.
Yeah.
It's either too intense or too sad or, a different emotion that people have.
Frustration.
Frustration is one.
That part in 1 where you are under the bed and you got to use the ketchup, but they
Yeah.
don't tell you to do that.
Yeah.
And you spend 12 hours with your dad trying to figure out what to do, just knocking on the door.
He's like, quit making that noise.
Yeah.
And then he goes to poop.
Yep.
And
And you're like, what do I do?
good stuff.
Yep.
Fun times all around. But then, like, 4 was fantastic. 4 was probably my favorite game just because it tied everything together, had a wonderful ending. I hope they don't make a game after that involving Solid Snake or whatever. Because I feel like they wrap that story up completely.
Well,
that and Hideo's
that's never
gone,
going to
so
happen. Yeah, that's...
play Metal Gear Solid 6 on a pachinko machine near you.
Is that going to happen?
Maybe.
Okay.
Who knows what Konami's up to?
They said they're going to do more Metal Gear.
Yeah.
But they said they've been saying a lot of things lately.
No. But yeah, 4 was great. Super emotional. I cried at the end.
I didn't. I slept at the end.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a movie.
It is.
It's literally a movie at the end. But I was fully in. I was in all the way. Watching that movie.
Yeah.
Seeing all those things.
Yeah.
Because I played 2 and 3 immediately before playing 4.
That's crazy. That's like opposite of me. I'm sorry. That's crazy. That's opposite of me.
You just
I
went
played
in?
2 and 3 at launch, like as soon as they came out.
No, I replayed them. I should say.
Oh, okay.
Replayed them
Got
before
it.
4 came out.
Got it.
So that was all fresh in my mind. So it hit me pretty hard. And then 5 came out this past summer.
Yeah.
No. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it was still summer.
September?
Yeah,
Yeah.
late summer.
Late summer.
And I played through it. I was like, this is pretty cool. This is good.
Yeah.
Having a blast. And then at the end, you're just like, I feel so empty because nothing matters. And nothing... It's just so disappointing to be with the series for so long. And then the like final installment is just kind of like, whatever. You did stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
You should be happy you did it.
Spoiler alert, I guess.
There's no plot points in what I just said.
That's true.
Think. Just
at the end of 5, everyone is a Metal Gear. Whatever. I said it.
That would be a really good ending.
I should have wrote that game.
You should have wrote that game for sure.
All right. Well, that's good.
So yeah, that's probably a modern series. There's also Uncharted.
You love Uncharted?
Yeah, not as much as you.
I'm sorry. No coffee, man.
I don't love it as much as you do, but
Dude, that game was so good.
but I did have a fantastic time with each of the games, and I'm excited for 4.
Dude, 3.
The 3 was
3.
as far as like games of my youth, probably Banjo-Kazooie, Legend of Zelda. This wasn't a series, but Jet Force Gemini is probably my favorite game on the N64.
Okay.
You had to like fly around space fighting ants and other space bugs.
Okay.
Save little cute tribals.
yawn again.
Dude,
you can't stop it.
Just bring them on. Just get them all out. Just
fucking hate you. All right. Okay. So we got your youth checked. The only games you like right now are Metal Gear, and that's it.
Sure. Yeah.
Matt doesn't like.
There's also Uncharted.
And then Uncharted. So you don't like any other franchises?
I mean, Killzone was good until.
I'm waiting for you to talk about Dark Souls or Bloodborne.
I mean, that's a given.
That's not a given.
It's a given.
It's not. It's our game of the year, but it doesn't,
I mentioned it.
All right. You're dirty.
Dark Souls is great. Sorry, I'm focused on like games, like old games.
I know. It's okay.
That's current in my mind. I'm currently playing through Dark Souls 2.
We are. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Check out our video.
Links below.
Ding, 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 ding.
I'm just going to put dings in there and cut your audio.
That's great.
Okay. Moving on. So we and this kind of goes in part with question 2 a little bit, but how has your how has your taste changed over the years? So right now, even though we didn't mention it, you basically play every shooter that comes out for the most part.
For the most part, yeah.
First person shooter.
Yeah.
Outside of Call of Duty and lately Battlefield. But historically, you play, I would say, like shooters. 80% first person shooters.
So in N64 era, first person shooters weren't really a thing.
Except for Perfect Dark and GoldenEye. The games that like pioneered the whole genre.
Yeah, Perfect Dark was great. GoldenEye I never really got into a whole lot. I played through it.
I'm gonna correct myself. They did not pioneer that genre. So I'm sorry.
I'm sorry for insulting the PC guys.
Yeah. No, I said that and I'm like, I know that's wrong. Why did that come out of my mouth? That's not true.
But yeah, in 64 days, they were still doing like platformery stuff. Mm-hmm. So like Banjo-Kazooie, stuff like that, I was really into. So I guess like adventure games, like collect stuff games.
So collectathons?
Yeah. Would you consider Banjo-Kazooie a collectathon?
Yeah, oh, yes. You collect the honeycombs and the music notes and stuff.
And the puzzle pieces?
Puzzle pieces.
Yeah, that game, Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie. Love those.
Okay.
The Rogue Squadron probably is where my love of like flying games come from.
Okay.
Even though all the current ones are garbage.
Gotcha.
So I'd say my taste has changed a little bit because I've steered further away from like collectathon games to I think whenever I started playing Time Splitters is whenever I was like, oh, first-person shooters are pretty fun.
Yeah.
2 sticks makes it really easy. I think I'll do that. And then I just started playing them more and more and got better and better at them until like I'm like pretty decent at first-person shooters.
Okay.
Could never go pro, but I can hold my own.
Can you go pro?
No.
Okay. Do you ever think you'll go pro?
No.
All right. Well, you won't if you don't try.
That's not my dream.
All right.
That's not my dream.
Okay.
I just want to say that for a week, I was top 10% of Killzone 2 players in the world. I got a medal for it and everything.
Really?
Not a real one, but in
the
Killzone
game?
2, I got a medal.
Good. I'm proud of you. It's on PS3, right?
Yeah.
Proud of you.
It's cool.
I played Killzone 1 on PS2. That's a game I forgot. Played it for a day. Hated it. I was bad at it.
You're breaking my heart.
Sorry, man.
It's okay.
I rented it and took it to the camping grounds where we had our camper and my family, and it rained a lot, so I was so happy.
You got to play the game that you rented that you hated.
Yep. That's the only one I had to.
That's so sad.
I know.
Yeah, first-person shooters.
What about them RPGs? Because you mentioned Souls.
They show up sometimes in first-person shooters.
That's true.
Rocket launchers, just get them.
All right. So moving on. So you're okay. You used to like to collect puzzle pieces. Now you like to shoot boys. And you want to make RPG jokes.
Pretty good summary. Pretty good summary.
Anything else to add to that? What's your favorite Star Wars game? 3, 2, 1, go.
Battlefront 1.
All right. Well, you failed. The correct answer is pod racing on the N64.
I had that.
It's a great game.
The shortcuts are probably the hardest shortcuts in any
Never
racing
played it,
game.
so I'm just talking stuff.
You could play with 2 N64 controllers.
Are you serious?
Yeah. It's fucking crazy. Because you know how in the movie Anakin had the 2 things and he would be like, punch it forward, bring it back, I'm turning.
Yeah, you would do that?
You could do that with the N64 controller. You can also upgrade your speeder thing. You could swap out the engines, change like the airfoils to affect like handling and whatnot.
Sure. I played a racing game on PS.
Was it Lego Racers?
No, I think it was PlayStation 1. It was a Japanese racing game, and it was like Japanese street racing. So I couldn't tell you. But you unlocked everything, so like you had to win races. It was like it had like leveling up system and all this kind of stuff. So I played it just because it had like experience meters and stuff, and I hated cars, but I understood like
the RPG mechanics.
I knew how to. I'm like, okay, so if I like win 5 of these like races in Tokyo, I can go to like this other place, and
Did it wasn't Need for Speed Underground, was it?
No. It had a Japanese name.
The Need for Speed Underground stole a lot of elements from that.
Yeah. I mean,
I
I have no clue what it was. It was, I didn't know anyone else that owned it. I just had it. I think like my stepdad bought it at a Blockbuster or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back when that was a thing where you
that's the only racing game I've played for more than like 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So
fair enough.
Fuck pod racing.
I mean, it's all right.
Yeah, fuck pod racing.
How dare you disrespect me
Yeah, fuck
in
pod.
front of my family in my own home?
Here we go. Oh, this is metal.
Yeah.
This one's not.
Nope. That one's just a little boy, little garbage boy.
There we go.
His wings open, the other ones don't.
Oh.
So that's cool.
All right. So let's move on. Do you have anything to add before we move on? Anything to add about games? Because the next 2 questions aren't so much gaming related.
Video games have a big part of my life. Always have been.
That's it. Anything else to add? Before we send the jury into the room to make their decision?
Is he a gamer?
Yeah, exactly. And you put it in the comments below if you think he's a gamer.
Or if I'm a gamer girl. Make long hair jokes. Do
Professional gamer girl. Casey Tron, come on the show, please.
We want to interview
You
you.
can sit right here. That was loud.
That's
really
fucking loud. Yeah, let's move on.
All right.
I'm ready.
Are there times when you haven't played games for any specific reason? Like, I broke my legs and I couldn't play racing sims, or I burnt my hands in a fire and I couldn't hold a controller. Tying into that, when you're not playing games, when you burn your hands or you break your legs, what else do you do?
There have been stretches where either there hasn't been a game come out that I'm super interested in, or
playing footsies under the table.
Playing hardcore footsies with me under the table. It's really messing me up. Anyways, there have been a few times where I have not played video games either because there haven't been games coming out that I cared about particularly, or I didn't have the current gen system, so that I didn't feel like playing like my backlog.
Sure.
So during those times, I replace video games, I guess, with music, I suppose. Either writing music or recording music of my own at home, basically. I went to school for audio production, so kind of started...
So can you record my demo tape?
Yeah.
Comment down below if you want to record your demo tape.
Yeah. Spit me that hot fire.
He'll set you up with a thing.
I'll hook you up.
There we go. Get you in the studio.
Yeah.
Aye.
You got that fever? I got the antidote, and it's not cowbells. It's a recording studio.
Hey.
But yeah, went to school for audio because I wanted to learn how to record my own stuff from home.
And be in a rock band.
Yeah, be famous, tour the world.
Like Kurt Cobain.
Like Kurt Cobain. That's me.
Rip.
Bane. Courtney Love did it.
Anyways. There's a documentary on Netflix about it you should watch.
Okay.
It's called...
It's called Courtney Love Did It.
No, something about bleach, I think, maybe.
Is it like the home movie thing? About Kurt's life? Or is it specific, like, did she do it?
I think it's like a biopic, I think.
Okay. I'll look it up.
You look it up.
I'll look it up.
Something like I don't know.
We'll figure
something. It has. I
out.
think it has the word bleach in it, so you can look that up.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I don't have a phone, or else I'd look it up.
We're off the grid. No cell phones. No laptops. No electricity.
We're in a basement right now.
Yeah.
Bunker style.
No power.
Nope.
The lights that are on us
These are sun.
It's the sun.
Yeah.
In a bunch of mirrors from the surface.
It's
we're like a mile underground right now.
Yeah. So. All right. Way farther than I thought it would. I thought we were only going 10 feet under. But
a whole goddamn mile.
So you like music, you like playing music, you play the flute, and you want to record bands.
I play the flute and kazoo.
Okay.
Primarily wind instruments where you have to know what you're doing with your lips.
Okay.
You got to be like... That's a pretty good flute face right here. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
I know. I played in a symphony.
Yeah. Which one? Was it the symphony?
No.
Oh.
A symphony.
Oh shit! You didn't tell me that. You didn't capitalize the A when you told me it was a symphony.
I thought I could say the emphasis on the A. It's like underlined. You can hear the underline.
A symphony. I hear it now. In retrospect, and I was a fool.
But for serially, I play guitar.
Yeah, Kurt Cobain.
Yeah, I was in high school band, marching band.
Play them drums.
Oh, yep. Played the tenors. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much that.
Yeah. Steel drum. Bong, bong, bong.
Started playing guitar. The rest is history.
Is it?
Yeah.
We're in a rock band now. You were a skater boy. She said, "See you later, boy."
I'm in a punk band. We have one song.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that. R.I.P. It's dead.
You'll never find it.
Yeah.
But I've always been drawn back to video games in one way or another.
Always. You ever play that Rocksmith?
No, but it looked interesting.
Yeah.
I've thought about it.
Yeah. Teach you how to be a rocksmith.
Teach you how to make those riffs.
Bow, bow, bow.
That's like the heavy metal Seinfeld theme.
Dun 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 dun.
Yeah. When I'm not playing video games, I'm usually eating
What do you like to eat?
pizza.
Dude.
Mac and cheese.
We're gonna eat pizza today.
I'm just saying things that I'm hungry for right now.
You want Blackthorn or Jets?
Is Preston bringing Blackthorn?
Oh, it's right. Yeah, we're getting Jets.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
And we're going to get a bottle of ranch.
No.
We're not getting a bottle of ranch.
3 bottles of ranch.
We're getting 3 bottles of ranch.
Woo! 1 per person. Drink the ranch. No, we don't get water.
No beverages.
You drink the ranch.
Yeah, I want pizza. I want mac and cheese. I want chicken nuggets. I want a burger.
You're speaking my
Buffalo
language.
burger.
Oh. Okay, keep going.
I want
Don't stop.
I want pasta.
Yeah.
Preferably something like Alfredo.
Oh.
No, fettuccine.
That's a
Fettuccine Alfredo.
fettuccine is the noodle. Okay.
Yeah, that's
I was like
I meant the noodle and I said that's the sauce.
that's okay.
And I was like, nope.
You want fettuccine with red sauce?
That would be okay.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of Alfredo though.
I mean,
Makes you poop. Be
yeah.
ready.
Hey,
Be ready for that.
but that's good.
It is really
Put
good.
some shrimp in there, some chicken, some little bit of bacon, maybe. If you're feeling extra crazy, maybe put a little red sauce in, make a rosa.
Now we're talking.
Oh,
Who's ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready. We're ready.
Alrighty. Well, hey, thanks for tuning in to the Double Crown Talk Time.
That was every question.
That was every question.
That was every question. Wow.
Yeah.
I can talk about myself all day. Let's keep going.
Okay, keep going. What else? What else do you want to talk about?
I don't know.
Honestly, so I'm not gonna toot my own horn or anything, but I feel like my video might be like 4 times as long as yours, only because I don't know.
I feel like you've played more video games than
I had
me.
an NES.
So your timeline is longer.
My timeline's longer, and I feel like I remember. I have a lot more like childhood memories.
Yeah.
Like I could probably talk to you about everything I did in Diablo 2 for about 4 hours.
You would always like trigger different memories. Like my brain works in a weird way where you say a word and then I think about something that happened when I was 7.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh yeah, I remember playing fucking nothing that is coming to me right now because you're not stimulating my memory circuits.
Toast, breakfast, cereal.
That reminds
cartoons.
me of playing the
Rugrats
Spider-Man.
game on PlayStation 1. Great game. I used to speed run that game.
Spider-Man on PS1. That's what that
was a good game too. The movie one? No, that was PS2.
It was the one where the symbiotes were attacking New York.
I don't know.
And you had to fight Venom and Carnage.
I don't know. Oh, did you have to run from Dr. Octopus Carnage at the end?
Yep.
Played the fuck out of that game. I would speed run that game too.
That game was fantastic.
Yeah, I would just see how fast I could beat it.
I loved it. But like there was a lot of N64 games that I played that I didn't mention.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to mention every game. Just things that stick out in your head.
Things that like I enjoyed a lot and played a lot that I just don't remember until like later. Like Jet Force Gemini is a good example.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
I played the second one.
Good game. Third one's good too.
Yeah, I believe you.
Fifth one's really good.
I was in it for the soundtrack.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
I wasn't like super into skateboarding because there's nowhere to skateboard
in gravel roads. Yeah, that's true.
Roads.
That sucks, man.
I was more into riding bikes.
Yeah. That's cool. Dirt bikes and stuff. That makes sense. We just had a realization here.
Did we?
Because you're from like, you're from a treehouse in the woods. I'm from like 20 miles north of there, where like we can get to the city if we need to, but we don't. You know, we still love trucks and mud and all that. That makes sense. The dirt bikes. That's why people didn't skateboard, because there were no roads.
There was no asphalt to do it, and if there were a bunch of cracks in it.
Well, I need to go think about this. So again, thanks for tuning in to Double Crown Talk Time. We will do me next. And
you bet your ass we will.
We're gonna do me next, and then after that, well, who knows what we'll talk about? We'll find something. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you later.